Fasten your seatbelts, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 pop culture IPs that would make awesome theme park attractions.
But now, Takir is the world I've always longed for.
For this list, we've taken a look at the best pieces of intellectual property from all corners of the entertainment industry, from comics to music to TV shows, and have selected the ones that really need to come alive in amusement parks as a land, ride, show, or some form of attraction.
I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club.
We've excluded any Disney or Nintendo-based IPs from this list, as many of them have already been announced for theme park projects. We're also leaving out any film properties, since we already have a separate list featuring a good chunk of them. Lastly, the IPs must not already have an existing or announced theme park attraction. Number 10. The Magic the Gathering franchise.
The balance I strove to perfect has been upset.
With its vast multiverse of awe-inspiring worlds and colorful characters, one could make an entire theme park out of this phenomenal IP. In the mood for a Daredevil's rush? Embark on a daring mountain adventure with Zendikar's core via a rock climbing and/or bungee jump style attraction.
Our world is a place of beauty.
Want to watch an epic live show? Witness the grand confrontations between the denizens of Theros and the mythological monsters standing at their doorsteps.
My world is filled with heroes, but none of them are strong enough to defeat the enemy.
Want something more exciting? Fly with dragons on the war skies of Takir.
Now the dragons and the clans are one.
Care to get frightened? Throw in a dark ride that transports guests through the grounds of New Phyrexia, or an indoor maze attraction that delves them into the Innistrad. Endless possibilities.
Where abominations run rampant, preying on a terrified populace.
Number 9. The My Little Pony franchise. As one of the biggest entertainment franchises since, well, ever, it's only fitting that these fantastic ponies receive some form of theme park presence.
She said to check on preparations. I am her student, and I'll do my royal duty, but the fate of Equestria does not rest on me making friends.
They've been admired through several generations, so it's clear that an attraction featuring these magical creatures would be one reminiscent of a classic Disney park ride. No height or age restrictions needed or wanted.
I hate to say this, but I think we're trapped.
However, with My Little Pony's rapid expansion to other media, an entire themed land designed after the Crystal Empire wouldn't be too bad either. Other attraction concepts can include the classic carousel, but perhaps with unique aesthetics, or maybe even an interactive live show that gets the audience in on the excitement and the magic.
The fate of an entire empire rests on us showing these ponies a good time.
Number 8. The Portal franchise.
We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success.
If the portal gun did exist, we would definitely be scraping people off their living room ceilings and driveways before too long. With this first-person shooter's gameplay concept designed to give players quite the weightless rush, a roller coaster attraction would be the most suitable type here, perhaps even with VR. Sound too simple? Well, then make it an indoor coaster styled after Aperture Science. Furthermore, make the coaster a stand-up one, allowing riders to truly feel like they're the ones rushing and hopping from point A to point B.
Woo! I knew this would be fun. They told me it wasn't fun at all, so they said it's not fun at all. And I believed them. I just thought to myself, I'm loving this. Way another time.
Just be sure to throw in a few straight-down vertical dives for maximum adrenaline. Also, don't forget the eerie "the cake is a lie" writing for the waiting line. Number 7. GWAR. Known for their distinctive visuals and out-of-this-world live shows, this heavy metal band's core lies in their captivating and thematic theatrics. With their entire discography illustrating a grand sci-fi mythology featuring the band members as galactic barbarian warriors, GWAR has pretty much crafted the setting and narrative for a potential ride developer. It's just a matter of building it. Perhaps an indoor coaster with a space battle theme featuring the band's music in the background? Think Disney's Space Mountain meets Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. However, given GWAR's shock rock horror imagery, we're not saying the mouse should take on this endeavor. Six Flags or Universal would probably be a better fit.
The vacation you've been looking for is here. Come and take it.
Number 6. The Dead Space franchise. It definitely wouldn't be an attraction for children or for the faint of heart, but boy, what a visually intense and heart-pounding ride it would be. So how could a hypothetical developer make this work? Think about this. Disney's Haunted Mansion, utilizing the same Omnimover track system and Doom Buggy vehicles, but in a far more intense and chilling setting. Also, instead of 999 happy haunts, you get 1,000 frightening fiends looking to eat you alive or turn you inside out. Too friendly? Well, what if we threw in some guns and had you blasting for dear life? Something like Universal Studios' Men in Black Alien Attack, but with animatronics that are far less cheesy. Number 5. Wu-Tang Clan. A theme park attraction based on a rap group? Hear us out. Instead of a ride or a show, imagine how cool it would be to see ancient China come alive, with awesome hip-hop music playing all around. Much like the Wu-Tang Clan, the idea would be to fuse two seemingly mismatched cultures into a living, breathing musical mecca.
A mad vex is what the projects make me. Rebel to the grain, there's no way to barricade me.
A good point of reference would be Disneyland's Pirate's Lair, except it would be a themed island that only age-appropriate guests can sail to and enter. And instead of a pirate-themed land, we'd essentially have Epcot's China Pavilion with a dose of Disney World's old Pleasure Island Entertainment District thrown in for good measure. Number 4. The BioShock franchise. With two incredibly imaginative and awe-inspiring worlds within this video game franchise, the possibilities for not just a ride, but for an entire themed land are endless. Have you ever wanted to feel that thrilling rush of soaring through Columbia's Skyhook rail system?
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
How does a gliding or flight-style roller coaster that ends with a climactic encounter with the songbird sound? Right? What's that? You're more of a rapture person? Well, that could be just as easily covered via an indoor log flume or raft adventure that takes you directly into the creepy and stagnating halls of the submerged city. Plus, who wouldn't want a photo op with the fan-favorite Big Daddy?
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
Number 3. The Minecraft franchise.
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go.
With the many theme park and ride recreations built using Minecraft, isn't it high time the actual property got one of its own?
Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft.
Okay, so maybe not an actual park, but how about a family-friendly play area where parents and their children can climb, move around, and slide down blocks together? Essentially, a much larger and Minecraft-themed playground similar to Super Silly Funland at Universal. Minus the water, though that could work too. If all of that looks and sounds too child-friendly, maybe toss in a mine coaster in the vein of Disney World's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Much like Minecraft itself, that ought to satisfy all ages. Number 2. Futurama.
Maybe I should take Fry on the Lunar Rover ride. You get to wear a spacesuit and drive around on the surface, and the line's short because it's educational.
Who wouldn't want to go on a fun, hilarious space misadventure with Leela, Bender, and Fry?
Ugh, who buys this trash?
Idiots who need gifts for other idiots.
Much like the Simpsons ride, a Futurama attraction would be designed with simplicity in mind, with guests boarding a motion simulator resembling the Planet Express ship. Leave the immersion to the lineup. At that point, all developers would need is a story, or maybe a few, to give passengers a unique experience with each ride.
Let's just say you might find yourself being piloted by one famous golden droid.
But you didn't hear that from me.
Similar to what Disney did with Star Tours, the adventures continue. Riders could visit different planets and get themselves into all sorts of trouble, courtesy of the crew's clumsiness and incompetence.
What kind of moronic plan is that? Wow. Oh! Ow! 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 Ow!
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
How many men do you have?
Full crew, 26 men. But sire, we can't leave all this spice.
Damn the spice. Get out of there.
Can't get a clear shot. They take the wheel.
Number 1, the Game of Thrones franchise. With Universal now commanding the wizarding world of Harry Potter, an equally mesmerizing fantasy world centered on Game of Thrones could easily be a tourist-attracting contender.
All 40,000 men and their horses too, if that's what it took.
The thrilling ride concepts for this imaginative world are without end. Perhaps a stand-up drop tower attraction that'll make you feel like you were thrown from a tower.
Things I do for love.
Or how about a dragon-themed flying coaster that has you soaring throughout the 7 kingdoms? All of that sound a bit too rehashed? No problem, just add a dinner show featuring an immersive and intense recreation of the Red Wedding Massacre. Just no kids allowed.
Mother, the Lannisters send their regards.
Do you agree with our list? Which pop culture IP would you like to see come alive in a theme park? For more exciting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.